Hi, this is Richard Ortiz with the Sweet Science vs. Cage in collaboration with The Fighter's Voice, voiceography at its finest. I'm here with guess who? The Latin Cobra, Saul Lomas. He's going to tell us about his upcoming fight, December 2nd, SAVEMART Center, Fresno, California. Enough said. I'm going to hand the mic over to the Latin Cobra. How we doing, champ?
What's up, Richard, man? I'm feeling really good right now. I'm in shape. Just got to worry about a couple more pounds, and I'll be ready for this Friday, December 2nd.
Tell us about this Friday. It's going to be an intriguing matchup. I'm hearing you're fighting for a belt. Tell all the fans how that goes with your training.
Well, I mean, that motivated me to push even harder. They just sent me what kind of belt it was. It's the GBO title. That's the Global Boxing Organization, and you know, it's a nice belt. You know, I barely just seen the picture of the belt, so once I seen that, you know, that gave me an extra push and a little more motivation to really set this fight off.
Okay, hey, I really don't mean to go there, but you know, I always say that I really do mean to go there. Well, I'm sure your opponent is looking at that bout too, and his mouth is watering. I know he wants it just as bad, so that's something we can't take lightly. I was watching you working out, and you were focused as always. Is there something different now that you're fighting for a bout?
Well, they stepped up my opponent. He only has one loss. He's 8-1 with 6 KOs. You know, I'm 9-0 with 6 KOs. So, I mean, this is my tester. If you're going to fight for any kind of belt or title, or whatever the case may be, if you're fighting for anything that has a title on it, you're best believe that they're going to step up your competition, and this is going to be one of my really true testers for this fight.
Well, you know what? I know you. We spoke off camera, and I know you wouldn't have it any other way. You don't want any freebies. You don't want any free gifts. You want the Latin Cobra to be tested. And we got to give a big shout out to Rick Marigan, who's put together a hell of a job as far as the promotional aspect. So going into that bout, knowing this guy got a colorful record, has it changed your whole outlook? Has it changed your career look? Knowing that you're in Fresno and you're gonna have all the support, is that weight on your shoulders, or does that give you that extra motivation?
It definitely gives me that extra motivation. And if I were to say it doesn't put weight on my shoulders, then, you know, I would be lying. Any fight, no matter if it's a title fight or just a prize fight, you know, as soon as you sign that contract and they give you a date, there's weight on your shoulders, and it won't come off until after that fight, until after I win that fight. But you know, they're expecting 16,000 people, you know, at the SAVEMART Center. This is one of the top 10 arenas to perform at, and you know, I'm just blessed, and I thank God that I'm even in this opportunity again, man.
You know what? You can hear not just the fighter come out, and I know he wears a lot of hats, because I'm hearing that he's going to be going into the promotional aspect. I'm hearing he may even be a host of a TV show. Oops, I'm sorry, did that slip out? I didn't mean for that to slip out. That's another conversation. But what I don't want to hear is this rumor that I'm hearing about my farewell bout. We don't have time for that, because the only thing going farewell, and I will contest to this, is Saul Lomas' opponent. And I don't want to say it's a cakewalk, but after watching that left hook, man, it kind of turns my stomach. It makes me want to just continue to stay outside of the ring instead of inside of the ring.
They actually, my last fight, Richard, you know, they nominated that for Knockout of the Year. So hopefully, you know, if I can get up there, or even get that label, Best Knockout of the Year, man, that'd be great. I actually had my professional debut was Best Knockouts of 2006, ESPN2. So if I can get this, get another one under my belt, man, that'd make me so excited, man. I can't wait.
You know, speaking of I can't wait, we're going to switch it up just a little bit, but we're going to stay on this comment right here. You know I got to go there. The Smoke Show, and we spoke in Kid, Madera. I know you saw the face-off. Has your mind changed at all since we spoke off camera about who and why they're going to win this fight?
Well, I watched that interview, and you know, I have to admit with what Rick Marigan said, you know, early rounds Kilo, later rounds Joe Louis, and I think that's very accurate, and that's how I'm scoring that fight. If Kilo is able to come out aggressive like the way we all know he is, he may take that fight early. If Joe Louis sticks to his guns, make sure he doesn't get hit, stay slick, he's gonna take it by the later rounds. You know, they both, you know, spar the pound for pound best fighter in the world, Andre Ward. And, you know, I just tip my hats off to both of them, and you know, I just wish both of them the best of luck.
You heard it, the Latin Cobra said to both of them the best of luck. Now, I know you watched the Kovalev fight and the Ward fight. What was your take on that fight, and do you agree with the judges' scorecards?
Yeah, I agree. Besides getting dropped in the second round, which was a great knockdown, I mean, that was a vicious right hand. Besides that, you know, he got up. He was a little timid at first, Andre Ward, but I feel like he he was a little more aggressive after that. That woke him up, and I agree with the judges. He won.
Well, you know what? I think we're all going to come in agreement. Richard Ortiz in Main Events Gym in Fresno, California. Let's not forget about December 2nd, Daniel El Chapulín, a.k.a. the Mexican Tommy Hearns Valdivia, will be on the card. And, of course, the main event, Jose Ramirez, the Avenal Kid. Once again, a great card put together by Rick Merigian. Man, that guy doesn't sleep. I actually talked to him, and he had one eye open, one eye shut, and yeah, that's just the way you got to be. You got to grind. You got to go after it. And you know what? He's writing the blueprint for Saul Lomas here, who has his hat also in the promotional deal. Richard Ortiz, Sweet Science vs. Cage, in collaboration with The Fighter's Voice. Voiceography at its finest. We'll be dropping in 217. And let's give a big shout out to Ruben behind camera, Ruben Productions. And it's a wrap here with Saul the Land Cobra. Thumbs up for Richie.